I noticed she's big on the phrase yada yada.
Is yada yada bad?
Oh, yada yada's good.
And yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada.
I am loving this yada yada thing.
Are we finished? Done.
Welcome everybody to Yada.
Yada.
And we are finally back. It's been a little bit of a layoff for us. Life got busy, but now we're back.
You just blame it on me.
Not just you.
It's my fault.
No, everybody. So today we are going
to
to
feel comfortable taking the blame for that.
All right, it's you.
It was my fault.
Anyway,
my fault. Let's blame her. She was the reason I wasn't allowed over.
She's not here to defend herself.
Grounded.
That works. But today our topic will be one that has come about, I think, the majority through COVID, and that is the Karen.
No, the food service.
Oh, you want to go there first?
I thought that was the plan.
We can go with the food. We can go with food service.
There's really never a plan.
No,
but
ever.
I guess let me start this
I
off.
thought one was going to lead to the other. Go ahead, start it off.
One thing leads to another.
This should be interesting.
So you guys were part of my weekend.
Yes.
We had an event. We
The only time we see him is when he has an event. when we have events, we don't see him.
Because I'm never invited.
Bullshit. No, stop that bullshit.
If I want to go back to this conversation.
If there's going to be any running gag for the show, it's going to be that.
But
of course.
Is there something that Seinfeld always goes back to?
When did you guys have an event that I wasn't invited to? Or that I wasn't a part of?
Well, we invited you to game night for Danielle's birthday.
Didn't come.
Why didn't I? Wasn't I like an afterthought? You guys were like, I got Pecos.
No.
Danielle's birthday.
Danielle's birthday. It was game night.
That was my sister's surprise party.
And not only that, we were at Pecos and saying we were going to go back. I can't believe we're arguing about this on the show, but go back and go to his place. And
There's
we
no
said,
place because
we said we were going back.
Like, no, there's something occurred on Danielle game night. I don't know what it was. Someone needs to check messages and check tape.
Because you rocked in high school football?
I'm telling
you. Rocked in high school trumpet playing?
I can play trumpet.
Stay true.
I can plump him. I can pump a mean trumpet.
You can plumb a mean pump.
No. I did not get a proper invitation to properly prepare.
What the hell? We need to send an invitation?
No. You haven't learned this by now?
I'm telling you.
Even if we give him weeks in advance, it's still no.
What was I doing?
Why did I say no?
How are we going to tell what you were doing?
You said no. That's all that matters.
I don't think I said no to either one of yous.
Yeah, but it was a no by association then.
But that doesn't make me guilty.
How does that not make you guilty?
Something was going on. There was a reason we couldn't go. There was something going on.
Well, it's probably your kid, but
no.
You can't blame the kid this young. It's not her fault.
No, it might have been a boat day or something.
Boat day.
It might have been boat day. That's a possibility.
So,
but anyway,
back to the original point.
Okay.
So you had an event.
So we had an event this weekend.
Yes.
We went to a place of miniature business. No, we went to a restaurant
where they only serve tiny people.
Thank you. I'm just seeing little waiters and waitresses running around.
It's a movie line. Place of miniature business. No, but we
what movie? He's reaching
No.
for you too. He's desperately.
I need you to bail me out of this one. It's a place of miniature business.
I'm as lost as Joe is at this point. I'm just seeing a bunch of Oompa Loompas running around in suits.
Now that would have been more interesting, though, if you took us to an extravagant event of tiny people who were serving this. I think that would have made up for the whole fiasco that had happened.
Danielle would have been thoroughly pleased.
I think we all would have been happy.
Yeah. Anyway,
go ahead. A miniature
aside
business.
from the miniature business,
So we went to a place.
It's a normal size business.
We
But go ahead.
went to a place for a party, a fiesta. We had like 50 people.
Mhm.
They were supposed to supply food and beverages, and they didn't do well at either of those facts. So in my mannerisms, I delegate my
P.S. While you were arguing this, I did a mini monologue of what you were actually saying, and this didn't make tape. But
that's right. You were in the middle of talking. You and Amanda were talking to the server, and
I did your monologue.
is doing the monologue.
how'd it go?
It was hilarious. It was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I'm really good at it.
Anyway, again, we get off track a lot.
But So we just didn't have good service. The food was late. Shit sucked. It just was bad.
It took forever to get beers.
Everything.
Yep.
There was 2 poor girls that were waiting on 50 people. Not
Plus
their
the
fault.
people that were actually
in the restaurant, in the bar. Wasn't any of their fault. I understand. I talked to the server. People quit that morning. A bartender called out. I understand that. So that's not the fact that I get problems happen, but just where.
But shouldn't you have been prepared for that before the day of? Like, if you have, like, how long in advance did you call?
When did we book it?
Yeah, how long did you book
We
this?
booked it like a month and a half ago.
So a month and a half ago, you would
Yes.
think that some of that.
Well, if
There's
someone
prep-
quits that morning and walks
Yeah, but
out,
here's
you
the
can't-
thing, though.
You can't prevent that.
But with the food,
oh, okay. Yeah.
shouldn't that have been prepped?
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Right. So that's where I guess
Because
I'm
that was
going
one of
with
my
this.
main beefs of the whole thing.
So problem one, food took forever to get, drinks took forever to get, which again is bartender girls. I understand. You walk 50, John Taffer style. You just put 50 people in a bar and want to get them all drinks. I get it. It's hard. One bartender, whatever. But food, why is my salad in a goddamn plastic bowl with a fucking plastic fork, but my cake comes out on a dish? I don't understand. So these are the things that really got me going. Go ahead.
What do you put more importance on? The salad or the dessert?
Or what is being served on.
Why the fuck did it change?
Wait.
Like you wanted your salad on a salad plate.
Yes,
You wanted.
yes.
You,
I'm paying money. Why am I at a barbecue?
you're more pissed on the consistency or the paper plate?
Paper plate.
So
But the consistency threw me over the edge because I knew they had dishes.
if the cake would have came out on a paper plate,
I would have been at the same level. Like, okay.
so it's because it's transferred.
Made it worse.
But what had it been on the other side and the salad
So,
came out on a plate?
I think, okay, let me
Am
explain a little more.
am I focusing on the wrong part of this?
I think you are.
But this is what gets
No.
him going.
But not everyone understands what's going on. So
I think it's pretty.
service was slow.
Yes.
Food was slow.
Plates
The-
were different.
Plate. Why is
The,
my salad?
the presentation
Yeah,
is different.
Then they hand me a piece of cake. I don't have a fucking fork anymore. And they bring out plastic spoons. Okay, we went from metal forks to plastic spoons. I don't understand. And they just put a cup of spoons on my table. I don't understand what is going on. I just wanted coffee. No coffee could be had. I just wanted a cup of coffee. After we're done our cake, the girl comes around. You want coffee or tea? No, I'm done. I wanted it with my cake. I don't understand. The poor girls, the poor waitress and the 2 waitresses, I felt terrible for. And I apologize to them. It wasn't their fault. People called out. But I guess I'm a delegator. I just start getting Amanda riled up, my wife. I just poke her. I'm like, why is my salad on a goddamn bowl? Then people want a ranch dressing. It took you longer to have a salad with ranch dressing. I guess the guy was making it. How hard is it to put a little ranch dressing in a fucking cup and bring more salads out? It took another 20 minutes because 6 people at a 7-person table wanted ranch dressing. I don't understand. So I guess my point is, when am I supposed to escalate and get angry? When I know it's not the
when
waitress.
do you turn into Karen and ask for the manager?
Yes. When I know it's not the waitress and I'm apologizing to her and she's apologetic, but when do you escalate? What is that? Where's that point in life that you're not a Karen anymore? You actually have a legit concern.
I think if you're doing, like, you're handling a party where you're paying for the whole thing. So you're paying for everyone's meal. You have a certain expectation.
But so that's what I got an argument with Amanda about. Should I expect it plastic bowls?
At a restaurant.
Yes.
You should.
I don't know about
Right.
I don't know about the silverware and the dishes that it came out on. I'd be more concerned about the quality and the time, not so much the plastic spoons.
I agree with Joe on this one. Like, I'm surprised that that's what you were more concerned
You were
with.
focused on the wrong. Like, that's the cat. That is
Okay.
That's the
so
Karen
time.
move.
Let's fall time here. Okay. So time. If beverages were flowing faster and easier, would time have been a problem? Or as
What do you mean? If the food came out in a timely fashion and if the drinks just kept coming?
or the other way around, like you weren't waiting 30 minutes for your first beer to exacerbate the wait period. Like if you sat down and immediately had a beer and started having a nice conversation with a beer, would it have made as much sense that you waited a half hour for a beer and now you're going to go wait a half hour for a salad? And if you ran out of your beer before your salad, you were fucked because I couldn't find anyone. And I got yelled at when I went to the bar.
I don't know. We were getting beers pretty steadily.
Because
We were the closest to the bar.
We were close to the bar.
Right.
We were getting
Right.
our drinks pretty steadily. But
maybe that.
Well, here's the thing. I think the time is you can't predict the time just because the first beer was a half hour. That means you can't go off of that half hour because it could be longer, unfortunately, or it could be shorter. I mean, you can't go off of just one thing. You have to go off of. You got to kind of play towards the end of the night. Like that's when you got to kind of say something. You can't. You can't flip shit in the middle because it's not over yet.
And I don't.
I think that's. You didn't. I'm not saying you
I held-
did.
I
You held
held
it
my
till the
ground.
very end, until right before the check came out,
Mhm.
which is probably the opportune time because now you're about to pay the money and you saw the finished product. It's before you see the finished product as you're fucking carrying it. If the salad comes out on the paper plate, doesn't matter if it's 30 minutes late or it came out right on time. It came within 5 minutes of you getting there. It's the paper plate and the plastic spoon of, oh, I didn't order it this way. I want you to go back. I don't care.
So you're saying because
don't
I
care.
added up all the
You
you
added it at the end.
no, but I added up all the
It's how you-
potential issues.
It's
I
how you
waited for
it's
so
how
I
you
waited for
prioritize them.
5 bad check. I waited for 3 strikes and they're out. So that's okay.
I say it's the final product. I say it's you
It's
don't
the final countdown.
do.
So okay, so because I waited,
It depends on what you're focused on when you're complaining.
I disagree. I don't think it depends on what you're focused on, because I don't think if it's like, all
You
right,
didn't let
say-
me finish my paper plate thing. If
Yeah.
you're focused on the paper plates and you make them go back and put them on dishes, which they don't have clean yet because they're not going to have them clean until dessert, obviously, then it's going to take you that much longer to
my salad came in my cake plate. I'm very confused, but
no. Say your salad came on the paper plate, but you didn't want to. This is the Karenism.
oh,
Say you send back all the
I got
salads
you.
and you want them on
Because
regular.
the restaurant only has 50 plates.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, the that's on the restaurant or the
Yes.
establishment not being prepared. You could call them out for that, not being prepared. But
You think there's only 50 plates in that place?
no,
Okay.
I'm saying you could get on them about not being prepared, but it's got to come at the end. I mean, what are you going to do? Unless you physically pull everyone out of there, you're that upset, then you have to pull everyone out of there. But you can't keep. If nothing.
So what's the level of escalation? So how angry can you get in life? That's
Yeah, but
acceptable.
in a public setting, or period.
Well, I mean, you can boil up inside. It would be the public setting.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
So, like in that scenario,
you
in
know,
in what capacity can you cause a scene? Is that what we're going with?
I guess so. So because you know that now I'm just
Can you-
generalizing this because I'm moving on. But like when you take it to the manager, right?
Mhm.
When you take your problem to a manager, how much can you actually yell at that person? Because that person can't fix everything. They can't fix it. But do you feel better when you yell at
No.
someone?
No.
See, I do.
I don't. I just honestly I don't feel because it doesn't solve anything. Like me yelling at that person and making
well, I think maybe for Derek, it's more. He's
Venting.
holding, he's
Venting.
holding all
That's
this
not
up,
venting.
and it's building,
That's-
and then he gets
that's
to
giving someone
finally
else-
explode.
that's giving someone else your problem. That's not venting because they're not taking it as you venting. You're yelling at them for something that they can't fix. Nor
But every once in a while, you slap in there. I know it's not your fault, but it makes it okay. I put a couple of them in there.
so if you're saying that, I know it's not your fault, then that should be how it ends. I know it's not your fault. Oh wait, so it's not your fault. So what am I still yelling about?
Venting.
Have you changed to a venting tone, or are you still yelling?
I don't think Derek ever yelled at that point.
I don't.
He was
I don't-
sternly
No,
talking.
but we're talking about the yeller. We're not talking about Derek.
oh well,
We're talking
okay.
about when it's able to call.
Yeah, but
when
you
Because
would say-
I've been yelled at before as the manager, and you just sit there and laugh internally because you don't care. It's not your business.
you don't care, but does someone else care?
Who? Well, you know what I used to do? I used to go get a $25 gift card and just hand them out like fucking peanut butter. It just made people happy.
Who just hands out peanut butter? I mean,
That's
candy.
That's
sure.
That's a very
But
good
peanut
point.
butter?
Like scoops of peanut butter. Here, you get a spoon of peanut butter. You get a spoon. Who the fuck's
Who
the
gives out
creepy guy
peanut
in
butter?
fucking Giant giving out peanut butter to everybody?
And why wasn't I here on one of those days where you were giving out peanut butter at Giant?
You didn't complain
And
about
is it
anything.
$25 worth of peanut butter?
I mean, you had a
That's a lot of
complaint.
peanut butter.
It is.
So
He just made a noise.
So
I hope the mic
you've
got
never
that.
yelled at like a manager or anything. You never got
No,
Agreed.
Really?
Never.
never got heat.
here's the thing.
No.
That you not caring about being yelled at is the same way about I don't care to yell. Like I don't like I know you don't care and I know this isn't going to get resolved, so I don't care enough to yell. It doesn't get me that riled up. Now
There's
someone
no way.
someone cutting me off in traffic, that's a different story.
So
I
I'm gonna put
almost
this in Joe-isms. So you've never been to Home Depot before, right?
I've been there all the time.
Okay. And there's a product on the shelf.
Am I on the clock?
No, yeah. You're there for personal reasons.
Okay.
So no.
And you're there, you need to buy a thingy. And it's the shelf is
You're
empty.
underestimating my skill of not being able to sit still and actually enjoy being out of the house and actually doing something.
Okay, but you're in the middle of a project. You got your toilet ripped apart and water squirting out of the wall. And
Okay.
you need that one fitting from the plumbing department. There's nothing in that nook, but your phone said they had 25 in stock.
Okay.
And you see the goddamn box on the 6th shelf, and you can't find a goddamn associate in that store to go up in the little ladder and go get it. That doesn't tick you off. You don't start getting angry.
No, because I'll usually go up on the ladder and get it.
You can't find a ladder. No ladder to be found.
There's no ladder in the store. I think that you're just trying to push my buttons.
He is. Of course he
I
is.
still don't get mad though.
There's no way you've never gotten mad. Or when they kick you out of the goddamn aisle because they got to put the forklift in the aisle next door and they say, sir, you need to get out. But I'm looking for what I want.
Nope, you're not pushing my buttons yet.
You're not going to do it. I know you're trying, but
You're
you're not
trying.
going to do it. You're not.
If it's not personal to me, I'm not going to get upset about it. Like that.
Your time isn't personal?
No, because there's always more. There is.
I'm pretty sure there's not.
There is. Well, I'm not gonna. Well, if I die before I get home to fix the toilet, then the toilet's not getting fixed anyway. Is that what we're trying to say?
I just don't. That surprises me that you don't get angry and just
I'm only road rage. I am not in the store. I can
Really?
because I like other people. They don't bother me. Like I hate them, but I don't. They don't bother me. Like that's why people can talk to me for fucking hours on end about stupid shit because I just don't. I don't care enough to be like stop talking.
you never told Will to stop talking before.
No, never.
I find that you have a lot of self-control. You have a hell of a lot more than I did.
I'm very patient.
Nothing.
Do you think wait, do you think you keep asking him eventually he's like, you know what? Yeah.
That's what I'm expecting. Like
I don't think it's gonna happen.
like dealing with Comcast on the phone or problems. Like nothing gets you going.
because I know the person on the other end. They're not the problem. And as much as they're trying to fix it, they're fucking doing what they can. Their best might not be good at all. Like their best or even their good is probably terrible. But I understand that. There's people that aren't good at
but
their
you
job.
don't feel like someone's just screwing you.
No,
Wow.
no.
You live in a bubble. You are a bubble boy.
I'm happy in my bubble most times. See, I'm not enraged. I'm not red.
No.
You're getting frustrated with me.
I am. This is making me angry. I just want to start yelling at you for not yelling
That's
at people.
fine. That's fine. Go ahead. Vent. I know it's not my fault. I know it's your fault. Go ahead. It's not.
There's
It's
gotta
not
be
me. It's you.
nothing. Like nothing.
The Jerry breakup.
Like it doesn't piss you off when you go in the restaurant and they make you wait when you clearly see empty tables everywhere.
I gotta admit, I'm agreeing almost every single time with
The only
Joe.
thing is road. If I'm driving, I go absolutely ape shit.
and there's the one thing where I have
He's
almost
100%.
zero road rage.
Well, here's the thing. He doesn't lash out on anybody.
But
I need that.
what's road rage to you?
Well, no, someone cutting you off, someone
Literally to the
driving
point of
slow.
someone
in the
was
left
literally
lane.
Oh, see, that stuff doesn't bother me.
for 20 miles doing 40 in a 70 and having no room. Like I can't get around them, and they can
That
clearly.
doesn't matter. Yeah, that doesn't bother me.
No, but it drives me nuts. It started to cool back a little bit because look, I'm on the clock. Fuck it, but it's still fucking. It irks me. That's the one thing that irks me is stupidity on the road.
I just zone out when I drive. I don't pay attention.
I do
Me
that.
too.
I do that a little bit more now, but in stores and with no, I don't. I could care less.
I'm gonna get you.
You can try.
I'm gonna get you.
Don't think you're going to, Derek.
You can try. No, I want you to try. It'll give you something to do.
You didn't get enraged after your wife's surprise 30th.
I was intoxicated as all hell. I was so confused.
And I can vouch for
So
that
did that help?
because
Alcohol
afterwards,
helps everything.
yeah, afterwards
And
he
I'm not-
sat and ate
I-
pizza out on 20th Street.
Yeah,
in
spent more money.
Tennessee. Yeah, so he wasn't. Believe me, he wasn't enraged.
Larry just threw up fucking 4 feet from me. We were mid conversation and we all turn around and we're just like, "Is that Larry?" I thought he's yelling at the wall at first. I thought he's like screaming I thought he was legitimately mad at the wall.
I could have been.
Speaking of throw up, I had an event the other night that caused me to throw up from excessive drinking, apparently. And apparently I was the drunk. I didn't know this. We were at a concert in Jersey. And
Who?
Amanda. It was me, Amanda, myself.
I think you meant the concert.
No, I meant who went,
Oh,
but then the concert.
okay.
Amanda,
both.
myself, and her friend Brittany. We saw Dave up in North Jersey
Did we get the invite to that?
No, we didn't.
because you don't. Do you want to
No.
go see Dave?
Yeah,
Yes,
I would.
I've never seen Dave Matthews.
I would love to.
How's that feel?
You guys would not go.
I would go to Dave
Absolutely,
Matthews,
I would go.
absolutely. If there was nothing going on,
Sort
that
of like
weekend-
the 1,000 Pearl Jam concerts I never got invited to.
You went to Pearl Jam?
Oh, he went to Pearl Jam every time they came, just like Dave. He's going to multiple
Oh,
Daves.
man.
Wait, he's going to
What a dick.
multiple Daves in a weekend.
What a dick.
That's true.
Yeah.
We would leave Saturday. Be like, let's come back tomorrow night.
Yes.
Buy tickets on the phone as we're waiting to get out.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know you guys were okay. But anyway,
Anyway, you went to go see Dave.
it was a Wednesday night, so terrible concert night week up in North Jersey, wherever Homedale. So I rush
The home
home.
of Adele.
I rush home. I get Amanda. We go up there. So we get in the parking lot, and I just start because I'm like, you know what? Did you eat?
Start what?
Drinking.
Had a Wawa hoagie. You know how weird people stare at you in a parking lot eating a Wawa hoagie and a wrapper when they don't even know what Wawa is up there?
Oh, okay. I
They're all
was
staring
going
at it.
to
They
say,
got
how
fucking
is that
Jimmy
weird?
John's and Jersey Mike's subs. I'm like, and they were my Wawa wrapper, and they're all
They
staring.
were jealous.
At me.
Oh,
I think they were.
absolutely.
They were.
Did you
Had to
have,
be.
did you have your swiveled fucking coffee? You were just throwing it around.
No, I started with apparently Amanda said I drank a lot.
You don't
But-
remember. That means you probably drank a lot.
No. So whatever. I had a couple high noons to start out in the parking lot, and then a couple of
Fuck me
those.
up.
Yeah, and then a couple of those 8%ers from Cape May. I forget what they are.
Mhm.
So apparently I was feeling pretty good because I went through my vaccine checkpoint. Apparently I didn't show my vaccine card. I showed them something. They just let me in. I don't know, but whatever. So I get in there, and then and the concert venues, they give you those 24-ounce cans.
Yes.
Here's a picture for me in color guard.
They don't, whatever. So whatever. So we get a couple 24-ouncers and we go and hang out on the lawn. And then next thing you know, I need another one. I disappear and I come back with 3 more.
Probably like 3 needles hanging out of your arm.
So, so
I feel
apparently,
fucking weird.
so apparently I left and a shitty song was on. So I went bathroom, came back with 3 beers. And as I'm walking back, and I swore I was fine. I pretty good.
There's the first issue. You swore you were fine.
He made it right. He was definitely out in the parking lot, like, "Hey man, where the fuck's this guy?"
Well, I come back and so I'm walking. It's actually smaller. It's like BB&T, but the lawn is like, dude, you almost fall down that. It's steep and whatever. So I'm walking back and I can't find him. I'm like lost. I can't see anything. And I got a can in front of me and a can behind me. And some girl knocks the can out of my backhand.
Why do you sit behind you?
I'm like this.
What?
Why?
Why?
Because I'm trying to get skinny. like
You're not skinny enough.
Why
But
would
you're
you
like
take
guard-
it off guard? You
you're-
can't take the drink off the guard.
What, you want me to go like this?
Yes!
And shoulder wide?
Yes!
Oh no, I go like this.
Fuck those people. That's
No,
when you
I
can
just
get
go-
fucking.
Because then I can maneuver.
Oh man, you
But
got.
apparently-
you got to act bigger.
But apparently,
People move
I was
out of
trying
your
to
way.
slither my way through. But
You never
apparently,
took it off the guard.
Like-
I think that's a conversation itself.
so whatever happened, and it's a 24-ouncer, and
It was a can. It wasn't a.
yeah, they don't, yeah,
They don't
It was
even get the
big-
can out of
it's
your
the
hand.
Big cans.
yeah.
Oh man, she hit you good. Either that, or you went dainty wrist.
So I don't know what happened. All I know is can went down, Can exploded everywhere out the lane. The ground was getting fucking soaked.
Why did you become a Native American? Can went down. Can went bang. No wait.
So I don't.
I thought Tarzan.
So the can goes down.
Boy,
Beer starts
did we
squirting
stereotype
everywhere.
a bunch of that one?
Everyone starts screaming because they're getting soaked with beer. So I don't know what to do. I grab the can. I try to fucking close it with my fingers.
Now you spray people.
I'm making more pressure. They're all.
It's okay. I'm an architect.
But no one's getting mad. They're just all like,
He's partying. Let's all do it.
They're cheering me. So I'm like, it's not my fault, it's hers. And I'm just giving her the fucking death stare. The girl has no idea why I'm yelling at her. And I just keep going. So I get back to this chairs and I hand them all beers. I'm like, the one guy's like, you just dropped whatever. You just lost, what are they, $15? I'm like, I gotta go. So I get back to the chairs. So I took that. I'm like, I just was freaking. I'm like, it's a madhouse out there. I tell him, like, you're not leaving. I'm just freaking out at him. Like, it's bad. There's people everywhere. So next song, they go back there. They come back, just walking back. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's not so good. So apparently, I'm the drunk one, and I was being an ass. So whatever. I have more beer. Apparently, I had more 24 ounces than I should have. And we made a stop to drop someone off, and Derek went in the park and ride and took care of business. But
You had sex with the guy working. Working the park and ride.
so I guess this goes into my next thing. When you're drunk, how do you know you're the problem?
You don't know you're the problem.
You know
You're told you're the
you know
problem.
you're the problem the next day when you can't remember anything.
Or-
there's a good chance you're the problem.
Well,
Or-
because
yeah.
I know I threw. I mean, like I knew I was cognizant of it. I woke up the next morning. I'm like, Amanda, what happened last night? She's like, you had like 5-6 beers in there. The 24 ounces. I'm like, no, I had 2. She's like, count on your fingers with me. You got 1. You got a second one. You got a third one. We brought you back a 4th and a 5th. Maybe you had 5. I'm like, I had 5 in there. No clue.
Not to mention the Cape May and the other
Yep.
things in the high noon that you were
Yeah,
drinking
all in a,
before.
what's a concert? 2.5 hours.
Did you have work the next day?
Oh yeah.
Did you get up and go to work?
Yep.
Good for you.
Oh,
Good for you.
Boot and rally. Where were they going with this?
I don't know.
How did you said? How did you know? You said how did you know when you're the problem?
How do you know when you're
When
the
you
problem?
have stories of people still telling years after how you threw up on their lawn, that's the problem. That's when you were the problem.
But that's the thing. You were bad. I wasn't. I wasn't belligerent
Yeah.
to people.
Very good.
Apparently, I just can't walk through a crowd.
Dude, your form's terrible.
First of all, you're probably one of the most, and respectively speaking, unathletic people I've ever met in my
I'll
life.
take it.
But
I'll take it.
I mean, because look, that's no bullshit. You know you're unathletic. But I mean, so for you to have to carry 324.
It was 2.
Oh, was
one in the
2.
front, one in the back.
Wait, that makes it even worse. So wait, why are you? You literally have 1 and 1, and you're going like this. What the?
You took it off. Like you literally
You
said, you had the football and you said, here, hit it out of my hand. If I were that girl, I would have done it.
First
on
of all,
purpose.
why are you walking like this? If you want to walk skinny,
Just like
however,
this.
yeah, you're holding them in front of you at least. Pull your elbows in.
You
What
gotta
the fuck
go-
are
you gotta
driving like
guard.
this?
You always hold them close together. They're like,
Apparently,
They're
if
like
you were at the
siblings.
concert, we wouldn't have had this problem.
no, you
shit.
gotta walk behind you. But look at this. We gotta correct.
Where your
this form.
security? We're just gonna walk and make a
What?
bubble around you.
Would have been
He would have
nice.
needed it. Now we know he needs it.
I do need it. Because apparently that was a problem. I felt bad for those people. I soaked them. Half beer.
You said they cheered. He was that fucking beer fest moment where he thought he was like smooth. He's like, yeah, party, everyone. He's like, ready for a little slap and pickle.
Could have been.
That was him.
No idea.
He thought he was suave. He's like, watch this. I could slide through this.
Yeah.
Watch this. I got this again.
It could have happened. It could have.
It probably was.
bumbling through there like this.
I couldn't even
I
find my
got
seat. I
it.
was walking through people. I couldn't find them.
Just long, gangly guy carrying shit like this. I got it.
No, I just walked through a lawn that's steep. Through people.
Well, you were wearing Jesus sandals because you went to a Dave concert, so we could
Right. I
Crocs.
No,
had him a 4-wheel drive too. I was right before it. No, I know how to prepare.
You were your hikerellis.
I don't know, but yeah, when people start telling stories about you of you being drunk, you're the problem.
I mean, everyone knows that.
Hmm.
That was pretty much self-explanatory. Have you ever defended yourself the next day after blacking out?
Oh no, I wasn't, and that's the thing. I wasn't blacked out.
You remember all this.
All of it.
Except
It just had you have
you have to wake up and say what happened.
you have an altered
There's-
I
reality
fell
in
asleep,
your
in,
head.
I fell
That's
asleep
what
in
it
the
is.
car. I fell asleep in the car after I threw up.
Yeah, but
I
that's still
fell
not
asleep.
technically blacking out,
Right.
though.
No, I remember everything. It's a concert. I play all the songs in my head if I needed to.
Well, yeah, it's because it's the same songs over and over again. It's Dave.
And no one goes like this at a Dave concert. Knife the Roxbury.
No, it's me. I was tapping my AirPod.
Why do you hit it so hard?
You have to hit him pretty hard, don't you?
No, you go. You're gonna have eardrum damage.
But anyway, I wasn't blacked out drunk. It wasn't that. That wasn't a Larry night.
First of all, I've never gotten blackout drunk. I remember everything I've ever done.
I've definitely blacked out a couple times.
I have
I don't
not.
actually.
I have not. I feel
I've
like
never had. I don't think I've ever had.
I know.
I usually get to the
haven't for a
throw up
fact.
stage before blackout.
Me too.
And then I'm done. Like I just fall. I'm
See,
done.
I don't have the throw up stage really.
Really.
I've only thrown up
Oh.
2 times.
The night we left your house after I threw
Mhm.
up all over the backyard,
Both tequila.
we went to Cece's
Mhm.
house after that, as did Joe
Mhm.
and his wife.
Yeah, I remember all that.
We are
and I was
at
shit.
and I was feeling like shit because A, I threw up at your house. B, I threw up on the way to Cece's house out the window of my wife's car, which I had to clean up the next day. I still feel so bad about that. But we get there.
Yeah, I don't know how I made it to a parking ride. I was holding on. Oh, I was eating popcorn too, and I had the window down. They had we had food with us, so I'm eating popcorn.
There's so much.
How are you not
Whose car
throwing
did
up
you
at that
take?
point?
Amanda's.
Oh, there's
Oh,
so
well-
much popcorn in her car.
I told her the next morning, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of pop. I went out there. It was just because the window was just blow. I couldn't get it in my mouth. There's popcorn all in the third row. I was cleaning popcorn up from everywhere.
How do you eat popcorn? How do you eat? Period.
How do you eat drunk popcorn?
Who
No,
throws it?
how do you drunk eat popcorn? You can't eat drunk popcorn.
Unless it's beer battered popcorn.
You throw the hand in the bag, so you have a handful, and you're trying to go like this.
Oh, you were making the throw. Oh, so you got
You mimicked the throwing it like
No.
you
Oh,
were-
I was trying. Yeah, I was trying. Yeah, I'm popping like peanuts. Yeah, I couldn't even hit my mouth if I tried that night. But I was just trying to
I'm
shovel
pretty
it.
sure that's exactly what he
Probably.
I was doing the shovel.
did. Hey, look
method.
what I can do. I'm nailing it. I was just hitting him in the head and going over his head.
I was doing the shovel method. I was just trying to shovel it in fast.
Oh, so you're
It was going nowhere.
You're going for
Makes sense.
speed and power in the same. Yeah, you can only do one or the other.
No, but to speaking to his blacking out, we go to this house and he gets on a luchador wrestling mask
I don't know where I found it.
and literally is trying to wrestle in the middle of this living room
By myself.
by himself. No one else. He's trying to wrestle nobody.
I wasn't blacked out though.
Yeah, no, I don't think he was.
I remember all that.
But it was
I was fucking.
he was shit faced.
I was toasted.
shit faced.
Those are the best nights, though.
Do you remember it because it was reminisced to you, and then you're
No,
like,
no, I remember.
Yeah,
I can
see.
I
He
can
knew
see
it. He knew the next morning he remembered doing it.
I laughed.
Yeah, he remembered
I had a
going
victory.
over
I had
it.
a small
We didn't even
victory. I
have
was
to
like-
say anything to him.
I
He knew
wasn't.
it.
I was fucking shit faced, but I wasn't the asshole.
That's the thing. That's the level of drunk I can never get to. Like I get to your level of drunk. To
Yeah,
where
where you just
I'll-
like done and shut that.
I'll drink all the way until if I drink really a whole lot, I'll throw up, and then it's time to shut down. Time to go to bed.
But see, I think I threw up because I shut down. Like if I would have kept going, I was on the roller coaster.
I disagree.
You would have.
I disagree.
I think. Yeah.
Your probably next drink was probably your blackout. You probably got to that point.
Did
and then you-
Amanda cut you off, or did you stop?
No, the show was over. We went back to the car.
Okay.
Like if we were still going,
You would have went. You would
I
have
think-
blacked out.
no. I think my drinking would have subsided.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I usually know when the like I feel it like I'm
Yeah, but were you having a good time and everyone else was still drinking? Or you?
if the concert was still going on, yeah, I would have fucking double roller coastered.
You would. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the concert was still going on, you
But
wouldn't have
see-
stopped drinking.
Right, but I wouldn't have stopped moving either.
Yeah, but you would have hit the blackout because you
It's a
were
possibility.
you were so fuzzy. I think that next one was.
And it could have been even worse at that point.
Only time will tell.
You'll get to that point.
As much liquor as you drink, I thought I would figure that
I'm trying. I'm not really.
as much liquor as you drank before, like you were never really beer. You were always mixed drinks.
Right. This summer was the summer of George. I went beer.
I switched over to beer.
Yeah, I went summer. Yeah, I went beer. I don't know why. I just kind of it was a beer summer.
It tastes
for me.
better.
I
think so.
think it's convenience.
Yes. Yeah.
It
More,
became-
definitely
it
more
became
convenient.
convenient.
Because if you like the taste of beer, it's different because
Yeah, I like the taste of beer.
but most people will go for a mixed drink because they don't have to taste the alcohol. And it tastes better.
Yeah.
And I kind of got on like different beers. Like I was kind of
Yeah.
in that phase, is trying different brews and
Yeah,
stuff
that's what
like
I
that.
do every week.
Right. So and I think I kind of ran with it, but I think that affects it. I also
I'm
realized
gonna be
how much
honest. I don't know.
drink, and
I don't know
think
how we
it's-
got to this point.
I don't know. Well,
I'm
we-
gonna be completely honest. I don't know what we intended on starting with and how we wove through this show. It was quite impressive.
Yeah.
It was story time with Derek.
It was a good one too. Very good.
Don't get a lot of stories from me, but when they happen, they happen. That'll happen.
The summer.
And then you got to clean your shoes up the next day because you got splatter all over them. Just
No, you throw them away at that point.
just hose them off.
Hose them?
How do you clean your shoes?
If I throw up on my shoes, they're probably going away.
Oh, I didn't throw up on them.
What did you
Splatter.
Splatter. Throw up?
Yeah, but it's all liquid. So what is it?
I mean, it's still projectile.
Stomach acid mixed
Yeah,
with
you
alcohol,
just hose it.
popcorn.
You're good.
I'm not a hoser of the shoe.
No, you hose them. You're good.
Hmm.
Well, you've only thrown up twice.
From drinking? Yeah, not very many.
Right.
I don't get a lot of splatter. I'm usually at the toilet.
Right. So you can afford to throw up.
Throw a couple pairs of shoes away.
I mean, if you're in the toilet, there's no. There was a time in the toilet that I was so drunk I forgot to lift the lid. That was exciting. That's on the next episode. That shit went everywhere. Let me tell you, because I was so confused of where it was going. Because it was hitting me. I didn't have my glasses on. I woke up. I couldn't. You can't find your glasses unless you have your glasses on. So you can't find.
You
them
can't
fast
see
enough.
without his glasses.
He can't see without his glasses. He needs his glasses.
No.
All right, should we get one more Derek story before we close this episode out?
I actually had my glasses on.
And that's where he threw up and it was on your glasses, right?
Yes,
I remember
and
this
that's why
story.
I couldn't see.
Yes, because there was throw up in your glasses.
In the glasses, in the backside, because I felt it coming on, so I tried to cup my hands, and it went.
You went like this,
Yep.
and it went up through your hands.
Yep. So then I'd make my way into the bathroom, make my way downtown, and normally the seat. I don't have the seat up. I have the ring down seat up, prepared for females. I have no reason to close the lid.
Yeah, no, I got you.
So I go down to it. Again, can't see. Freaking out because I can't see. Don't know why I can't see because I feel glasses on my head. So, and then I started throwing up and I'm like, why am I getting wet? It's just fucking hit my knees and everything. And I would go like this and my hand hit an object. There was like a force field.
There was someone sitting on the toilet.
Could have been. That was a bad night.
Why is this hitting my knees? It's hitting my knees too. Who are you?
That's when you just walk in the shower and call it a night, clothes on and all. There's no redemption from that one.
All right, I think we're gonna call it.
I think I made an ass of myself.
I mean, what else is new?
Story of my life.
But thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. I'd say we'd be back in 2 weeks, but it'd probably be a lie. So look for our next episode whenever we decide to drop it.
It might be Festivus.
At this point, you never know. So thank
It's
you.
October.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
October. Yes.
In a couple days.
Yeah. So thank you for watching. We'll talk to you later.